Well, thank you very much there to Griffin Railway. I'm going to let you know a little secret. I'm 60 years old. Nobody's ever taught me anything about cameras, mobile phone cameras, how to use a computer. And the day I left school, and I hope you're sitting down for this, they just invented the calculator. Yes, that little calculator. Very first time it came out, and the last 2 weeks of school, they come out with a calculator. And then I worked in the railways. And of course, we didn't grow up with calculators. We did everything by maths. We did it in our heads on pencil and paper. And of course, therefore, then I had no use there for a computer because I was quicker than a computer. Because it took me longer to learn how to use a computer than what it was to do with pen and paper and do it in my head. You probably think, what? How can you do it without a computer? Well, hello. The caveman never had a computer. 1940s never had a computer, a home computer, never had the internet, never had videos, never had nothing, right? I'm real old school, son. I'm real old school. So I really appreciate you telling me about turning the camera sideways. So now I am. So that means all these videos I shot with the camera up this way look ridiculous. Now I know. Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I deleted 200 railway videos. Yeah, you ready for it? 200 railway videos of all over the state of New South Wales of railway track inspections. Yeah. Now, I take it, I just noticed somebody's been looking down there at my Tenterfield Railway video. It's just jumped up by 5 hits in the last 20 minutes. Well, here's another one for you to look at. Queensland. What I started 1995-97. And I was in the newspaper. And now this is a funny story. Wallangarra is Queensland. Okay? So who's it under? Queensland Rail. So I done a survey for State Rail Authority. And the Queensland border, New South Wales border, is right on the platform of Wallangarra Station. I'm going to come back to that in a second. So, or actually I'll go back to it now. Watch. Right here, watch. State Rail got upset.
Train ship right down there. We're going to go down there in a minute.
That's New South Wales.
That's New South Wales. I'm in Queensland. Look at that. Isn't that exciting? I'm only here for 20 minutes. And that's where we are.
Right. See that awning over there on the left with a big arch on it? That's a Queensland. On that side, it's New South Wales. Watch.
Wallangarra. Yep, I'm seeing it.
Now look.
Right here.
Now I'm going to teach you something else. Can you see the elevation? Get your pencil and paper. 2,882 feet. Now why? You're going to work this out. 2,882 feet. Now see there's a flat awning? That's a New South Wales gauge. Right. So now let's scoot up here and I'm going to show you how far away the New South Wales Rail went. And then what you're going to add on is about 1.5 kilometres. Now I'm saying that off the top of my head and then I'll slowly explain it to you. I know it's just here. Oh, there's... Hey, here's something you'll never ever see. Ready for it? Watch.
New South Wales gauge. So,
It's coming.
run up there, pull the levers, run round and go back on the other end of the train or run down there and that was a good platform.
Right. Hang on. Just went past it. Where is it?
Around the railway yard.
There it is. That white thing. You watch.
Right? Narrow gauge.
There it is. That thing there. You watch to see what this is.
That's nice set of crossovers. Look at it.
So notice something funny about them? Have a look.
Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So it's 5 feet. 4 foot and 8.5.
2, 3.5.
3'6".
See? So you've got New South Wales gauge, Queensland gauge.
New South Wales goes that way, is the white. Queensland is the rusty
In
one.
the railway yard,
So that's something there you'll never ever see in Sydney, is a New South Wales gauge crossing over a Queensland gauge, or Queensland over New South Wales gauge. Now, here's the question for you. If Murwillumbah Railway Station, right up the north coast of northern New South Wales, is 935 kilometres, 941 kilometres to Condong, up there near the Condong Sugar Mill north of Murwillumbah, which is our railway line that closed down in the 1940s, how far away is Wallangarra on the Queensland border? Now, this is in the Queensland end of the Queensland Wallangarra Station, which is partly in New South Wales.
8 or 9, something.
It's badly painted. Let's have a listen.
Run round. Right, now for the crew that don't know.
I'm puffing and panting. I'm an old man with asbestosis in the lungs.
Number 1 platform. 600, 700 kilometres? I don't know.
How far is it? Murwillumbah's
7, 9,
7, 9.
9, something 26. 792.
792, 266.
792, 266 metres. So you go.
So, okay, so you take 792
Central number 1. Right to here.
and 266 metres will be about 30 metres back down there. So it'll be
792.
792, 230 metres to the Queensland border. Now you take that away from 935 to Murwillumbah. So that was quicker to get to Wallangarra by train, by steam train, than what it was to go up by a casino to Murwillumbah, than if they extended it up there into Coolangatta.
I can't, and I bet you'll just snip it for you.
Now if you don't know what Wallangarra is, in World War II,
That didn't sound right.
I'll show you. Let's go for a walk. This is for people that don't understand how it works. Where's my finger? I lost my finger. There we go. That's Wallangarra right there on the border, just below Warwick. So there's the Grafton Railway line. That goes to Casino and goes to Murwillumbah. So that's his Armidale. That goes to Tenterfield. And there's Wallangarra right there on the Queensland border, just south of Warwick and Queensland. So why is that 790 and Murwillumbah's 935? Because if you look at the railway line, it comes down the coast, the east coast of Australia, it winds around all the way around. Actual fact, if you look at it, really, it actually goes out like that and winds around the mountains as it goes. That's why it's 120 k's longer. And it still doesn't even reach the border. So, that's how far I travel. I go from there all the way down to the Victorian border, and I cover the whole state of New South Wales, all the disused railway lines. Let's just answer that question to Griffin Railway. So if you want to know something, Mr. Griffin Railway, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. And I did a thing on the Pansy train. And you say, oh yeah, don't tell me you know everything about the Pansy train and you got to go look it up. Because my daddy drove it. Just to set you right, all right? There's the Pansy. You go to look up the Pansy train. You got to look that one up. And then went Richmond to Kurrajong. And a lot of people make the big mistake. They get on YouTube and they go, oh, yeah, I know where the PNG train went up the Bells Liner Road. Wrong. I know where the PNG train went, blah, blah, blah. Those 3 big lumps of wood just east of the North Richmond Bridge was the Phillip Railway Station. Wrong. I did a story on it. Then I deleted it. You know why? Because I didn't realise I had to turn the camera sideways and I wasn't happy with it. And I didn't get 1 like and subscribe or anything, and no comments, no nothing. So I thought, what's the point? So I just deleted it. So I'm going to go there and do it again. So if anybody wants to come along, when I go to record the PNG Railway train, and I'll print out some diagrams, let me know. Leave me a message on this channel, on this video, on my channel, obviously, or write to Hominoids Australia at Gmail, HOMINOIDS Australia at gmail.com, or mhominoid on Facebook Messenger, and you see a picture of a black cow. Yes, a moo, not a train, a cow. You know, like, something like what Mr. Griffin Railway does down near Sutherland with all the dairy cows. Anyway, being funny. So if you want to know there, or what else you got? My old website, which is gunr.railway, Government Unused Network and Regional Railways. Penny drop now, Mr. Griffin Railway. Government's Unused Network Regional Railways at hotmail.com. Okay? See you later. Now, anybody want to go catch a pansy? Ooh. Oh, look. Ooh, look at that. Wonder where that was. I know exactly where that was. But do you guess where that was? Yeah, that's North Richmond train station. Ooh, didn't know that, did you? See ya.